Most CEO parents don't have a productivity problem. They have a refusal problem. They take meetings they shouldn't have agreed to. They do tasks that aren't theirs. They explain their non-negotiables to people who didn't earn the right to ask. They follow advice built for someone whose life looks nothing like theirs. And then they wonder why they're always exhausted. Here's what I want you to know, and I want you to hear it clearly today. You're not stuck because you're not disciplined enough. You're not behind because you're not working hard enough. You're stuck because there are 5 specific things on your plate right now that shouldn't be there. And once you name them, you can put them down. So today we are going to name them. I'm Lauren Apple. I'm the founder of Profit and Presence Co. I help CEO parents scale their businesses without missing bedtime at home. And I'm a mom of 5, a former pastor turned entrepreneur, and I close my laptop at 4 p.m. every single day. Today, I am going to walk you through the 5 tasks that successful CEO parents refuse to do, the ones I refuse to do, the ones my one-on-one clients have learned to refuse to do, and exactly what to do with the space that opens up when you stop. Let's go. Are you ready? I'm going to write it down for you. Task number 1, take meetings outside your working hours. The first one is the easiest. It's the easiest one to name and the hardest one to enforce. Successful CEO parents do not take meetings outside their working hours. I'll give you a specific example. Last month, I counted how many times clients tried to book me after 4 p.m. The answer was 23. I said no to every single one. Not, let me see if I can make it work. Not, I'll try to swap or wrap up early. Just, I'm unavailable after 4 p.m. Here are my times tomorrow. You know how many clients I lost? 0. You know what I gained? 23 uninterrupted evenings with my kids that would have been interrupted. Your boundaries don't need an explanation. They need enforcement. Okay, that's task 1. Task 2, you ready for it? Explain or justify your non-negotiables. Put an N for that. Your non-negotiables. You don't owe a stranger on the intent or a paragraph about why you don't work weekends. You don't owe a prospective client a long apology email about why you close your laptop at 4 p.m. You don't owe your business coach a defense of why you go to every soccer game. Here's the rule. If you have to convince somebody your boundary is reasonable, that person isn't going to respect it once you've convinced them, right? The most successful CEO parents I know have 1-line boundaries and no apology. I'm offline by 4. Weekends are family time. Tuesdays, I'm with my kids. That's it. The explanation is the leak. You don't have to explain or justify your non-negotiables. Okay, task number 3. Doing tasks that don't require your expertise. Doing tasks that don't require your expertise. If a task could be done by someone you'd pay $30 an hour to, it shouldn't be on the CEO's plate. Not bookkeeping data entry, not formatting Canva graphics, not personally responding to every cold DM, not editing your own podcast. I'm not saying never do those things. I'm saying don't do them as the default. The hardest version of this is the tasks you've been doing for so long, they feel like part of your identity. The website, the newsletter, the client onboarding email, the Friday social posts. You wrote them. They feel like yours, but they're operator work. And every hour you spend on operator work is an hour you're not spending on CEO work, the work that actually grows the business. Pick one this week, stare at it, and decide what to do with it. Don't do the tasks that don't require your expertise. Okay, that's task 3, and I think we're getting kind of low on this, so let me clean up for a second. So task number 4, all right, here it is. Follow advice built for someone whose life doesn't look like yours. This is a big one. This is literally what built my business. Following advice from business coaches, productivity gurus, friends, mentors, colleagues that is built for someone whose life looks nothing like yours. This is going to end you up in a place you don't want to be. Task 4 is the one that I had to learn the hard way. Successful CEO parents do not follow advice built for someone whose life looks nothing like theirs. I spent 18 months following productivity gurus and business coaches before I admitted out loud the advice wasn't working. Not because the advice was bad, because the advice was built for a person who isn't me. They weren't Lauren Apple. They weren't mom of 5. They weren't previous pastor turned into CEO and entrepreneur. Wake up at 5 a.m., block 4 hours of deep work, batch content on Sundays, hit the gym before the kids wake up, take a sabbatical every single quarter. Cool. I have 5 kids. My toddler doesn't honor your time blocking system. If you are a parent entrepreneur who feels broken because the playbook doesn't fit you, you're not broken. Let me say it again. You are not broken. The playbook is. It was never meant to fit you and your life. You don't need to follow the framework. You need to extract from it and customize the rest around your actual constraints. Your nap schedule, your school pickup, your spouse's unpredictable shift, the week your kid is sick. Let me say this really clearly for you. You don't need more discipline. You need a model that respects reality. You don't need more discipline. You need a model that respects reality. All right? And last but not least, task number 5 is building a business that only works when life cooperates. This is so bouncy, it's hard to read my handwriting. Building a business that only works when life cooperates. 2 weeks ago, I chaperoned my 14-year-old's 8th grade field trip. Her last one before high school. It was a blast. I had so much fun. And then I spent the next 5 days prepping our house for an assessment that was coming that week. Logistical, exhausting, not Instagram worthy. 2 very different ways of stepping away from my business. One joyful, one annoying, but both required me to not be in my business for days at a time. And both were only possible because of how I've built this thing. Here's the deal, you guys. Real CEO parents' life isn't just the field trips. It's also the assessment. It's also the sick kid on a Tuesday, or the kitchen sink that dies the week of your launch, or having to go refrigerator shopping because yours went kaput. The unexpected funeral, the school project you just found out about tonight, or let's say Teacher Appreciation Week that came up last minute. You don't get to schedule those. So if your business only works when life cooperates, your business doesn't actually work. Stepping away for the joyful things and the logistical things takes more than wanting it. It takes intentionality, clarity on what you want your life to look like, systems that flex with your seasons, support that doesn't collapse at the moment you log off. That is the actual work behind being present. So here's what I want you to hear today. And here's what I want you to do. If any of those 5 hit a nerve, okay, you can only see 2 right here, but the other 3, and I'm guessing at least 2 of them did, I want you to grab my free anchor audit. It's a 1-page worksheet that walks you through naming your top 5 non-negotiables and the top 5 tasks you need to refuse this quarter. The link to that is in the description below. And if you're ready to do this work with me live, my next free activation session is called Your Not Me List. It's coming up on June 3rd at 12 p.m. Eastern, and we are going deeper than this video. We're naming what shouldn't be yours, why it's stuck, and what to release first. I run these activation sessions every 6 weeks to get you into activation mode, to begin to implement action, to free your time, increase your profit and your presence. The link to that is in the description below. And if you've done that work and you're ready to rebuild your business model around the life you actually want, that's exactly what I do inside my one-on-one strategic coaching. We don't just talk strategy, we implement it. I close my laptop at 4 p.m. every single day. I go to every soccer game. I take afternoon walks with my teens the week school lets out. None of that is luck. All of it is the result of refusing the 5 things I just walked you through. You can do this too. I believe in you and I'm cheering you on. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.